Emotions ran high during the debate of the U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment rights at the Waynesboro City Council meeting Monday. The meeting was held at Kate Collins Middle School, where at times the crowd fluctuated from 400 to 380 people, according to Waynesboro Fire Marshal George Fitzgerald. After the nearly 4-hour meeting, City Council reminded residents of its stance on the Second Amendment issue.
I sat here tonight and listened to countless people tell us how to do our job to defend this Constitution, support the Constitution. We've been asked not to take your rights away. We've been asked not to take your guns away. That's not our job. We're not here to take your guns away. That's a Richmond job. We're here to run and maintain a city. This council supports the Second Amendment. Everybody on this council has said they support the Second Amendment, but yet you're paying us to be the
protect us from Richmond.
Well, if we could let's.
I listen to you talk. Listen to me for a minute.
Oh,
Now you tell me. You tell me.
hey, y'all, we don't work for you.
You want to come up and talk?
I can.
Because this is why we don't get anything done. I listen to you. Listen to me for a minute.
Well, nobody up here gave you attitude like you just got up there.
I've got attitude. I'm just saying you're being beat up for something Richmond's doing, not me.
Well, then do what we want. Protect our Second Amendment.
Well, I'm getting ready to do something here, okay? But you're telling us to obey the Constitution. You tell us that we have to be a sanctuary city so officers won't enforce constitutional laws. Our officers already do not enforce unconstitutional laws. They don't enforce laws that are unconstitutional. They're not going to change that.
It was at the start of the meeting when Waynesboro Vice Mayor Bobby Henderson told the crowd,
Guess what? Today at the legislative session, your voices have been heard. Senate Bill 16 was pulled from the docket, and it's not going forward. So over the past 3 months, we've witnessed an amazing thing here in Virginia, citizens pulling together for a common cause, and that's to protect our constitutional amendments. And as such, we want to keep that going. And now that we've got attention of everybody in the nation, basically, because everybody's talking about Virginia and their Second Amendment, I've got folks in Maine that contact me every day telling us to keep up the good work in Virginia.
the vice mayor pointed out, there are two sides to every issue.
I'm happy to say that we as council, we've been listening, we've been working, we've been talking, and we've heard the citizens. You're one side supporting the Second Amendment rights. There's another side that believes that the Second Amendment rights are protected. We've got to listen to both sides because we represent everybody on this council. We don't just represent one faction or one small group of people. We represent the whole city. And as such, we work together and we've come up with a resolution tonight that supports the Second Amendment. Everybody supports for the Second Amendment. We've come up with a resolution. We've worked together back and forth what we want, what we don't want in the resolution. And we've got a resolution that we're going to present tonight. It is a resolution saying that we're a constitutional city. However, we're not going to declare ourselves a sanctuary city. And the reason we're not declaring ourselves a sanctuary city is because we've been advised by council that we're a delightful state. And as such, Virginia cities can only do what is legally right and empowered to them by the Commonwealth. They cannot legally contradict or resist laws passed by the General Assembly because they are created by the Commonwealth or subject to their sovereign will. This is where we come back to talking. We've got to have conversation with our delegates. We've got to have conversation with our senators, councils, citizens, everyone alike. We've got to open up to conversation. So we're going to I'm going to introduce a resolution tonight that says we're a Second Amendment constitutional city. So I'm not going to make a recommendation that we're a sanctuary city tonight. And I just wanted to get that out up front.
The city council listened as one by one residents gave their opinions on gun control and the Second Amendment. The controversy stemmed from most residents at the meeting wanting a Second Amendment sanctuary city, and the city council introducing a resolution for a constitutional city. Waynesboro City Attorney Melissa Michelson explains.
The difference between being a constitutional city and a sanctuary city is that a constitutional city is that the city council is stating that it believes in the U.S. Constitution and it believes in the Virginia Constitution, and it will uphold the laws under the Virginia Constitution and the United States Constitution. Being a sanctuary city, as someone likened it earlier, that illegals are given sanctuary and that we will not enforce the federal government's laws relating to illegal immigrants, they're creating their own laws. They're not following the federal government's laws that the federal government has passed. So being a sanctuary city, legally, in my mind, is to say, Commonwealth of Virginia, you pass the law, but I'm not going to follow it, I'm not going to enforce it, and I'm not going to spend my resources.
That's what we want.
I understand that's what you want, and we can appreciate that, and we appreciate your coming here tonight to tell us that. However, as a city, we don't have that authority to be able to tell Richmond. We can tell them, but they don't have to listen. We can say, that's why we chose to say we're constitutional, because we're telling Richmond, our citizens want you to follow the Second Amendment, and we don't agree what you're doing is following the Second Amendment. If they choose not to listen to us, we don't have any authority not to follow the laws that Richmond passes. You tell the city of Waynesboro to follow the Virginia Constitution. Well, the Virginia Constitution also says that localities such as the city of Waynesboro must enforce and follow the laws that Richmond passes. So we cannot pick and choose which portion of the Virginia Constitution, as a city council, we can or cannot follow.
During his closing remarks, Vice Mayor Henderson reiterated his position and on how he changed his mind after learning of a potential court battle.
Started out that I wanted to make it a sanctuary city. I started talking to my fellow councilmen. We found out that there's other citizens in town that are deadly opposed against this. They're not here tonight to talk because they're afraid of the group that's here, okay? So I'm here to tell you this is what's being told to us.
Council Henderson, can I ask a question you already? Council Henderson, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So those people who are not here tonight, is that what you based your opinion on?
No, it's not. My opinion is based on the representatives that we're all here representing different people. We represent different groups of people.
They're here tonight. Represent all of them.
Well, we represent the whole town. You represent the whole town, but not the whole town represents what you represent, okay? So we've got to listen to everybody in this city. And as we came to this, we started out with the Second Amendment sanctuary city. We talked to our council, she gave us some advice. Then we started researching other things, and the
Our legal counsel.
our legal counsel. The language that everybody could agree on was to change this to a constitutional city and do away with the Second Amendment sanctuary, and we got full support.
Outbursts from residents continued through the night, quickly placing the city council on defense.
We must follow it all,
So
and
what
we
you're
must.
saying is laws is all up to interpretation, right?
That's the court's decision. There's a three
So we
parts.
can write anything.
That's the court's decision of whether
We are trying, if I could just get some silence in the audience, we are trying to explain a position of which I understand that you're frustrated and none of us got up here, no one runs and puts themselves in this position because we don't like the Constitution. There are elements of it that we don't support. That is absolute fiction. We are here to listen, we're here to act proactively and represent an important part of our city. And that is what we're here to do. It's awfully convenient to pick and choose what are the things you want to apply, and what standards you want to apply, and when you want to apply interpretation to law when it's convenient to your argument. And I'll give you this example. We heard from Congressman Ben Klein's representative this evening. In January of 2018, Congressman Klein introduced a resolution, went through the House, resolution. He introduced a bill, a code amendment to the Code of Virginia to go through, that went through the House not unanimously, but enough votes, went through the Senate, enough votes, and it went to Governor Northam, which it got vetoed. You know what that bill was? To ban sanctuary cities. Let me repeat that. To ban sanctuary cities. Don't think I'm right? Go and look at it for yourself. So it's convenient. I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're picking and choosing sanctuary status. And so what I'm offering is that it's very, when we're talking about law matters. We heard multiple times from folks this evening that you'd like for us to follow the law, follow the Constitution, and that's exactly what we're doing this evening.
Well, you do realize there's been two Revolutionary Wars started in Virginia, right? We on the brink of the third.
So with that, do we have a resolution to present this evening?
I would throw my resolution and I'm going to submit one.
Okay, so we do not have a resolution to consider this evening.
In Waynesboro, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.